Hi there and welcome to my channel. This is Kate in the Nest, and Kate in the Nest is just home from the open studio at Green Door Studios in Robertson, and I was just thinking I'm going to come down and start my work, which is not really my work, it's my absolute joy to come down and yeah, just get started and doing some stitching again. And then I thought, unpack your bag. And I remembered that I love now watching some what's in my bag, some what's in my craft room. So I thought I'd just do my intro as I unpack my bag, literally from being out at the Green Door Studios today. So this is my giant beaded bag that I didn't make, but I pack it up each time I go to the studio and it stretches with me. I do make beaded bags, but I haven't made one this size, but that's why I'm making a big crocheted tote, which I've not shown you yet. Zoe had an arrival from Crafty Mobile, Crafty with a K, and it was a kit on how to make Suffolk puffs or yo-yos, as people here in Australia call them. And so this was the demo, and as I left, that was sort of swung my way because Zoe would know that I will use this and it may indeed go on today's project. I picked up a few little doilies. You know, I'm into fringes at the moment. This sweet little, look at this, absolutely divine hanky, a pink, oh not a pink, and a blue piece of crochet, because look at that with my very very vintage project. Here's the little pouch, which is the true Kate colours that comes with me. I take my cottons and things and prop that on the table. Just thinking I haven't put my scissors back in the right place, but that is what happens when we've just been literally chatting all day. Juju's pin cushion, she said she's sick of seeing that, so I love it so much, but I'll put it to the side. I took out this bag, which now has, oh sorry, I'll take this one out. Oh. In the bottom of the big bag is my very big nest, and inside the very big nest is the middle-sized nest, and there's my scissors, and here's my wool that I want to be using right now. Little bits of vintage out there. This beautiful, now don't worry anyone, this is going to stay absolutely whole and gorgeous, but that's the collar that I bought home from San Diego, and it's inspired me with this. So out there I added some more fabric to the outside and the inside, so gradually making these someone asked me about this. The more fabric you put on, the stiffer they get, but do be careful of your choice of initial fabric, because I love mine floppy. If you want yours to stand up taller, just be conscious of that. So here's a few things. This is what we're going to work on today. Pull these out. Love that. Blanket, bit of chenille. Oh, I did some, yep, okay. So that's big nest and middle-sized nest. Have I got enough? Yeah, I think I have enough to make what I want to today. Pull that wool out. Oops, it jumped out of my hands. What's that? Joined onto. I'll just clip that for ease. So that's very vintage. Oh yeah, I've been working on the outside. You might start to see some other bits and pieces on there. And the thing that I put down in a hurry is, as I shared yesterday, the base. Oh, and for those of you who were worried, I found my crochet hook. It was neatly in a nest. And the question was asked, do I have too many nests? I may have. All right, so this came out to me. This is the square one. It's not a crocheting video, but some of you were asking. So it proved really beautifully stable out there. And I'll put that back in. So, and the handles, nice and chunky. So, hello to all of you, and I am hoping that you are well and making or creating. I am going to, how do I do this? Yeah, go this way. Okay, so that all came out in a blurt, as it does, because the adrenaline is still pumping from my day of making, and truly it is, well, I do less making and more chatting, but that is the joy of it, and I've talked many times about that. Okay, so we're going to start the next part of my very vintage set, and this is going to be, I don't know whether I told you about this before, and if I have, I hope that's okay. This is going to be it could be, no, it's going to be this. It's going to be an envelope pouch, big and open at the front. And a number of you have asked how I do these. I measure by eye, so I don't really know the measurements. And sometimes I have inches and sometimes I have centimeters. But just as an example, this is, it's 30. It's about 34 centimeters across. And then I literally get the width and then just chop it off when I feel like the proportions are right. I'm sure there are plenty of patterns on YouTube for similar things. Okay, so the way that I do this, and it's so much fun, is probably the more traditional way that people make. And that is, I start with the base and find some fabrics that are bits already that I've used in other projects. And then, sorry, I've already lost the scissors. Let's put that there. I do feel like getting back to my brights, everyone. But that makes me happy to look at that. So here's a little bit of roses. We'll have them the right way. So the idea, anyway, you'll get it. I'll show you a little bit more. So just basically, we're going to do a collage. And how am I choosing? I'm choosing absolutely at random, but just like in paper collage, when we layer paper, like in my journals, I put them at different places and different heights. That's basically it. And just for the moment, we will pin, because I want to get some pieces down so that we can get onto this. Now, I want to use this quite a bit, so I won't. Oh, can you see me? Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to check. I'm not sure if I'm in the middle, but looks fine enough. So we'll just harvest a little bit of this. We'll go up there. What else have we got? This is one of those unfinished embroideries. Yeah, maybe this little bit here. Oh, that's when you see Kate grimace. Well, you can't see me, which is a good thing, but it's beautiful linen because it's not easy to tear. Okay. So welcome to new subbies. I'm delighted to welcome quite a number of new people just recently. So thank you, thank you. I love you being here with me, and this is about making and creating, and it's my particular style, as people tell me, and it's not for everyone, but I do hope that what is for everyone is the joy of sharing in a creative process. So let's look at my length. So just pin that on, because these pieces may not stay where they are. I'll just give you the idea. So when it's, oh, lost one already. When it's done, this might be the front or it might be the back. If it's the back, it's going to be higher, and I would focus. So to start with, I don't really worry about which is the front and the back, but I do it, what's this way called? Vertically. I'm excited to know that there's a new prompt tomorrow from the Roxy girls. So I will be having a look at my summer wildflowers tonight to see if I've got to do some more. It will never be finished, but you know, in the sense that this piece that I'm doing, I'm working all over the 2-page accordions. I'm loving this napkin tray cloth. I've used the embroidery on another piece, but I'm loving that little edge there. And let's imagine that this was the front of the pouch. I wouldn't want to cover that up, but I do love this bit here, so let us. So when I look for embroideries and you know, vintage pieces now, I look at how many ways I can use them. So this has got corners, it's got edging, it's got embroidery. Those embroideries go all the way round. So for me, this is just a wonderful piece for a collection. And remember that I don't do this lightly. I do it with love, and it, rather than being thrown out, this piece will now give joy to others. Wherever it came from, it's just absolutely glorious work. So much so that I think we might put it there. I'm going to take that beautiful little hanky piece off because we're not quite at that embellishing stage yet, but it does give you an idea of how we would start. I'm sure I had some of my other florals with me. That's the same one. Hang on, I'll just look at, oh yes I have. Let's look in this nest. That's what I was after, a little bit of that green. Oh, this beautiful, that is the pillow slip that I bought back from Kansas in June. And every time I feel it, I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Put those down. All right, so change of mind. Yeah, let's start up here. Let's start up there with some roses. Put that there. Look, this is quickly becoming Kate's colourful pop on this set. Absolutely adore it. And it's the longing for me to go back. So watch out for my next summer video because I've been working in these restrained colours for a week or so. It will all start to burst through. Here we go. All right, let's do some stitching. I hope that wasn't too tedious for you, but it was so much fun for me. Some of this will end up here, but still lots and lots and lots to go. Hooray! All right, Kate, a needle. Oh, and that's little vintage seersucker. These are the things that happened to me, like that just was stuck on my needle. So let's feature that. Like that. This is pretty plain, this pink, and we'll have loads and loads of embellishment. I've ended up with 2 needles. Oh. I've got the low battery sign on already, which is a worry. So if I disappear, you know that it was not by choice. So we had a bit of a smaller crowd there today because change of season is upon us, and there is, quite a lot of sickness around, which was a shame. So I am sending love to my fellow green doorers who couldn't get there today, but also to any of you who are not well. I am just going to start like this. So if you're recovering from anything, and I know some of you have broken bones and other things, that sore fingers, etc. So I do so much appreciate you still watching, even if it's might be difficult for you to be making at the moment. Okay, so and just remember, this isn't a tutorial, this is just Kate in her happy place sharing my starting process with you. I could have invisible stitched this. A lot of people do that, and sometimes I do that, but this piece, because it's colourful and there'll be so many other layers over the top of it, I don't think I need to do that step. So now we're going to go down to this bit. We were talking today a lot about canthus stitch and how universal and global it is, and just feeling the weight of the stitching and how comforting that feels. So that's a very long row of stitches for Kate, and now she wants to go somewhere else, so let us go down. This way you can sort of even get a patchwork effect on the one piece of material. So I'm going to outline that flower just around the edge. Smaller stitches. Into there. So just really random. Let's come up over here. And let's do something a bit more special with this flower. So let's go into the center. Yep. And just do some chains over the top. Yep. And down. we go. Pull this off. Now, I don't usually line these ones because it's not really possible to see down them, but you can. I'll probably end up putting some braid or something like that there, if this was to be the front, but I would do that once I've stitched together and got the main idea. Okay, so let's make sure I've got some edges out. Got this little bit of seersucker that I'm sure that was the sewing basket I got that from. So we'll do flower to flower there. And I've got different threads. Yep. Did I finish my sentence then? I'm sorry if I didn't. I'm so in the flow after such a wonderful day. I'm just stitching and stitching. What do I want to do? I want that leaf to go there. Yep, I do. Now you probably don't want to see me stitch more like that. So what are we going to do? To be sure, I don't know yet. Actually, we might. I have heaps of this beautiful fabric, and I just saw this one flower here. So why don't we bridge from this to this? Hang on, let's get this back down here. It's a little puckery, but that's because I've pulled tight there, and that does not worry me at all because there'll be more embellishments over there. Okay, this is the right side. Nope, it's not time for that. It's not time for that. So when it doesn't feel instinctively right, we just pause and look around. And here's this piece again, which would be a much more natural join of the cream to the green over onto the pink. I haven't even stitched that, so I can move that under there. And look at the repeat of those little holes with those little holes is what I'm noticing. All right, so I've got my fluoro. Let's just start in here and see where we go. And we'll do a double, we'll do like a back stitch type of in these little holes. I missed the hole and got into tough territory. Okay, so I want this to go under there and deliberately lower. So this is going to go over here. And we'll sort of do a wide running. That might have a special name. So these are the games I play with myself. I just start somewhere. I don't plan. And then we'll go, oh, I didn't mean to cover up all that blanket. Oh, actually, so that's, I don't want to lose that stitching from the blanket, which is fantastic because now I will definitely only go in these little holes. So it stands up like a frill on the side. Okay. And I'm going to get close enough nearly to come down here, because remember this is an unfinished embroidery, and we're going to give her except I'm in a very light part of the wool. Oh no, this will be brighter. Let's give her a big flower on top. Oops. Take that pin out now. See, I've gone quiet again. I hope you understand what's happening. I'm just in the flow, I think it's called, where I'm in a world of just enjoying. I'm just going to try and put one more petal on here. I could put two because there's this beautiful yellow coming out now. Yeah. Down there. I think I'm procrastinating as well because I have to be up very early in the morning and do my work. And I keep thinking I'm going to miss out on hours of making. So that's why I'm just going to make the most of every moment today. There we go. Do I need another one there? Yes, I do. Oh, and look at that lovely bit of purple that I just missed. Oh, but I've got the petal. Okay, so what have we done today? We have started to continue the story of the very vintage set of works where Kate is challenging herself to use pastels, particularly pinks, blues and greens, although I note I haven't got blue. I'm really missing that in my stash because I've not been a collector of these colours at all. But that's why this one, in the right time and place, will feature. Battery's gone again. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this, or at least escaped from the world for a little bit to be with me in my happy place as I reflect on times of stitching today with the Green Door family. And yeah, thank you every one of you for your comments, your encouragement. I'm going to keep stitching, crocheting and doing everything, and journaling away here on this channel. So until next time, this is Kate in the Nest saying bye for now.